What's good, YouTube? Dre here with Different Gaming. Got Colton here also.
Please explain why I sound like ass.
I really can't explain that. I can't.
I don't know either.
Because I don't even know why.
Anyway.
But I went to Out of the Box today. Colton couldn't go, sadly, because he had to work.
I suck. I'm the worst.
But me and Jason went. Ooh, excuse me. That yawn was real. As you can see, I'm almost finished building my Flowandereeze deck. This is Colton's Flowandereeze deck. But we both put our noggins together, and this is what I took to tournament today and got second place. We'll make a couple changes in the main deck. I'll go over those. We'll go over explanations of cards. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. And as you can see, Colton has a new setup. He has the arm for the webcam, so both of my hands are free. Well, I mean, they've been free, but there's a lot.
The angle looks better.
The angles is much better. So, it was 4 rounds. First round was against the Zexu ZS SW Automatopoeia Go Go Doo Doo Da Da deck.
Hashtag too long.
2-1 that.
If it takes you 10 minutes to say your deck name, play something else.
Yeah. Now 2-1 that. That was a fun deck to play against. Game 1, I won the die roll. First of all, opened up combo pieces and won from there. Like, there was absolutely nothing that he could do. Game 2, didn't side. I just kept the deck like it was. He went first and set up a board with 1 negate, 2 to 3 interruptions, and no. I tried to play through it and I couldn't. Game 3, I actually sided, and turn 1 opened up all pieces of the puzzle. Impin, Dreaming World, and Barrier Statue. And then on his turn, after he normal summoned, went Apex Avion. So I had Barrier Statue, Apex Avion, and Impin on board with Dreaming Wind and Unexplored Winds. So that just sealed the deal there. Round two, which was the final round. Went up against my buddy Jason and his invoked Dogmatica deck. Best match we ever had. That was such a great match. We really kept going back and forth. Like, that was YCS type. That was a YCS type match. Like, top 8, dueling for top 8. It was lovely. It was nice. But he 2-1 me. So my end record was 1-1. Jason went 2-0. Deck performed lovely. The extra deck, I'm gonna go over it, but what is the extra deck? But I'm gonna hop right into the main deck. And to start off, about to be lit. We got 3 Robin. Oh,
Yeah, up a little. Yeah.
still learning this area. This is a lot different than doing it how I normally do it.
Robin judges you.
Robin does judge me. Sorry, Robin.
Look at it, though. It does look like he'd be judging people. He sits on Big Ben and talks about everybody walking in the Takes a massive jump on people.
Play 3 Robin. That's standard. Play 3 Eagle. That's standard. Want to see those.
Basic combo pieces.
Play the 1 Shree, the 1 Toucan. These two actually put in a lot of work, more than Eagle and Robin did. Opening up map with Toucan is still broken. Shree really put in work today. In game 2 against Jason, I actually went Shree and banished his DPE after he activated the effect. And against the Automatopoeia player, he had 2 spells in his graveyard that were live. So it took 2 turns, but both turns I banished both of them. So Shree is really good, and playing it at 1 is so easy to get to. I wouldn't play more than 1. But I say the MVP would have to go to Toucan and Shree. They have to share MVP. For the big Flowandereeze, play the 2 Impin. And out of all the profiles that I've seen, no one plays Snow, but I actually do play Snow, and it actually did come up. And it actually won me game 2 against the Automatopoeia Zexu deck. If you don't know what it does, we'll read it. Once per turn, while you control this tribute summon card, you can conduct up to 3 normal summon or sets this turn, not just 1. So that, if you haven't used any of your smaller birds, then that just gives you even more of an extension. So that's the thing. And while this tribute summon monster is in the monster zone, if your monster, now keep in mind, if you're playing Floowandereeze and you're playing Snow, and you attack with another monster, this card states if your monster attacks, not just a Floowandereeze. So all your monsters become piercers. And then it has a quick effect to where you can banish a card and Book of Moon your opponent's entire field, and it's only on their turn. So
all the big plungers have like 15 effects, and that's what makes them cool.
Impin is the best one.
Because then you play against those opponents that read on like a 2nd grade level, and they get through the first text box and stop reading.
Yep.
Like, they don't know what half the card. They're like, oh, it says the first sentence, cool, and then you beat them with the 4th sentence.
Yep. And like, you had a chance to read it.
Yep.
3 map, very standard. Unexplored Wind, and then Dreaming Town. Wouldn't change anything. Map was map. Map put in work. Unexplored Wind, seen it a few times, and it actually did help. I never got to use the tribute.
You never tribute summoned with it?
No.
Did you shuffle and draw?
I did shuffle.
That card's good enough just because it shuffles and draws.
Like,
I have summoned a lot of rises by tributing back row. I'm just saying. Or avians, honestly. Like, it's so good to summon a rise with your opponent's stuff.
And against the Automatopoeia deck, he read it, and after he read it, he was like, any card? I was like, yeah, it's any card.
And it's not a tribute. You just send their card.
Yep.
So you can actually send a Mask of Restrict to summon Raza, which is dumb.
Yep. And it's out to Dragoon.
Yeah. The only thing you can't do is send while Zombie World's up.
You can't send Zombie World?
You can't, because Zombie World says you can't tribute summon, and that's treated as a tribute summon.
But Mask of Restrict?
Master Restrict just says you can't tribute cards. It doesn't say you can't tribute summon.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Nicer.
Yeah, it's a victim of old wording. Yeah.
I am playing the Dogmatica build. Colton.
Yeah, that's a difference between us. I was playing the D-Shifter build, so I don't play the Dogmatica cards.
Yes, and
I'm not saying they're bad. I just was trying the other version, so we can kind of cover all our bases.
And both versions are good. The D-Shifter version is really good. I really do like the D-Shifter build. I feel like the Dogmatica package gives the deck a little bit more defense, especially if you open up map and Robin and you map your Robin and then you normal summon Robin, try to use the effect, and it gets Ash, but you have an Adair Servant. Hold on, let me actually. Ecclesia, Floor, the 3. Oh, we cutting it close, aren't we?
We good?
We are cutting it close.
Yeah, there we go.
And then the 1 punishment.
Put that on the bottom instead of the top.
Oh,
Beautiful.
oh look at that. I promise y'all I'll get better.
So I have to ask. Fleur something me and you put in last night before the tournament.
Yeah.
How was it today?
It came up so. I actually was trying to use it, and then Jason actually, what did he do? I forgot what he did, but he negated Fleur, and I could. Fucking TC Boo.
There we go.
There can only be one me when I was trying to floor and negate his DPE, and then he went there can only be one.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was really good to have in hand, just for that interruption. It wasn't a dead card by any means. Like,
would you play it in the future?
Yes.
Okay.
I would definitely play it in the future.
All right.
And just the fact, and even if you don't need it, it's a great banish card for your Impin or your Snow. Because, Ecclesia is good by itself, but, it just searches your punishment. And, I play the 1 punishment, but I prefer to play the Fleur over the 2nd punishment because it's a lot better with
Or
Nadir
the second
Servant.
Ecclesia?
Nah, I'll definitely play Fleur.
Okay, I like it.
Because
we didn't get to talk about it after the tournament. I knew we just did that last night. So
yeah, and on paper and in theory is really good. In testing is good. Just if it's able to go through, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. I like it.
I really like the Dogmatica package. And then for the non-Dogmatica and Flowandereeze, for the hand, I only played 2 hand traps, 2 Ash. Ash was still good. There's also another reason why Ash is being played. That'll come up later. But
I just want to also let everybody know that we had forgot Ash existed, and that's why it takes 42 cards, because we were like, fuck it, just play Ash.
yeah. There for the
reason Goddarla is expensive.
Yeah.
It's not anymore, but it was.
Then Avian.
Fat Chicken.
And then the Raza.
How is he a winged beast?
How?
Literally, every time so let me just tell this. So, I played Flowandereeze 2 weeks ago at the same tournament you went to. I was playing against Synchro Combo, and I searched Ryza in the finals to win. And he was like, "That thing's a winged beast." Yeah, man, look at him. Look, he's a winged beast. Look at him. And then I shuffled all his stuff away, and he quit. So I actually won first place at locals with the D-Shifter version last week. But Ryza being a winged beast is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I like it though.
It is funny. I don't understand how this big armored man is a winged beast.
He is, and he's lovely.
Granted, original Ryza was a winged beast as well, so it's not like it's not continuity, but it's just weird. Also, I got my Ryza when it was $30 because now
I still have to get mine.
I
might. I actually seen a player play on the DB Grinders channel play the Earthbound Immortal.
Yeah.
Like, I still haven't read what the card does, and
So he's like 0/0, and I think he punches for 1,000, but then he also does something with their hand. I just had to read it again.
yeah. On to the spells for the 1/0s. Of course, we play the one
That card should be
called
banned.
by no.
I think
The
it
one
should.
main deck Harpy's Feather
Ooh,
Duster,
that's my
because there's a lot of decks that play main deck. There can only be one Imperial Order, Skill Drain,
The
you know, with the
Skill Drain
Eldritch.
Eldritch is big right now.
So the main deck Harpy Feather Duster was a good call. I actually played it against Jason.
Nice.
He had a punishment set and meltdown. So Harpy's Feather Duster, he still punished Dogmatica punished me, but he got rid of his back row.
Yeah.
Something that me and Colton came up with last night, and something that I really feel like helps the deck a lot more, and I'll probably end up bumping it up, is Forbidden Chalice. Forbidden Chalice really did good today. Being able to use it offensively and defensively and strategically is mind-blowing. And it also protects your little birds, because Robin is 800 and Chalice what gives 400.
It does. Yeah.
So it boosts your Robin up to 1200. So say if your opponent tries to attack with a 1200 monster, then they both die. So you just trade. I mean, it's very good.
And it's a settable interruption. Like,
yes.
It just gives you an option to interrupt later. Like, Imperm, you can't have face-up cards. If I set a Chalice and, like, go through it, like, it's good shit. And you can activate it in damage step, which is super big.
Yes. To continue on, and to crossouts, the reason why we play 2 Ashes. I mean, Ash is good for the hand trap itself, but crossout does have more use than just banishing your Ash and negating your opponent's Ash.
It can be a starter in this deck.
It can be a starter, and in all reality, that's your 3rd call by.
Yeah.
Which I just now realized that. But you can actually banish your Robin, and say you open up Toucan, which I've actually done this play before. I've crossed out Robin, normal Toucan, use Toucan's effect to get Robin from banish, then on resolution, normal summon Robin, and then your board is set for the most part. You still end on an Impin and Dreamin' win. But if you're not afraid of Nib and you can go a little bit more, you can definitely end up with Unexplored Win on board, and then try to draw into your Dogmatica package. It's just so much versatility with Crossout Designator and the Flowandereeze deck. And I didn't get to use it. I did have a set though. I had it set. And also, where is it? I have to find the Chalice, because this also goes with the change. Along with Chalice, we added Econ. So completely took out Book of
Moon. Yeah.
These 3 were Book of Moons. After testing, Book of Moon, to me, in my personal opinion, seemed less impactful than these 3. Yes, Book of Moon does help. You know, if your opponent activate, there could only be one, and you normal summon Robin. You can Book of Moon your Robin, then normal summon another Wing Beast, but after that, you're still stuck. Book of Moon just really
It's only good against
it's limited
anyway.
uses.
Yeah.
It has very limited uses as to where Econ, if you go first and you open up Econ and say your Robin or your Eagle gets Ash, Valor, and Perm, you can set your Econ, and if your opponent just normal summons and just tries to attack over, you can just Econ change their position to defense and possibly just end their turn there. They'll probably just set 2 back row and just end their turn. I didn't get to use it in tournament today. In theory, on paper, it works really, really well. Might actually end up siding it and putting in that
Stormy Sea.
Scary Sea.
Yeah, Scary Sea. The counter trap.
After really reading what it does, I actually want to test that now. But the Book of Moons, I feel like I wouldn't have done as good with the deck if I had the Book of Moons compared to those.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really honestly feel like the Book of Moons.
Chalice was solid. Chalice is really solid.
Like I might end up bumping Chalice up to 2, and then do 2 Chalice, 1 Scary Sea.
Because Scary Sea's searchable, so you just need the one.
For the draw cards, got Pot of Duality, and then
Here's the boy.
Pot of Extravagance.
Duality's the most free card in the deck.
Duality is a free card.
What is a special summon?
Exactly. You don't special summon. Duality is
I might normal summon 6 times, but those aren't special. They're just woodland creatures. Woodland Critter Christmas.
Duality actually started the combo against Jason, Invoke Dogmatica. I actually like Extravagance over Prosperity. Did I even get that? I did get the Extravagance once, but I don't even think it was during tournament. I think it was before tournament when I had a friendly duel. But Extravagance is a lot better in this deck compared to Prosperity, just for the simple fact, and I mean it's very noticeable. You do the same thing that Prosperity does with Extravagance, and you reveal 6 to get 1, and you do the same thing, banish 6 with Extravagance, but you get to draw 2. So you get a +2 for
+1. What is it? Yeah, it's a +1. Because you lose the pot, but you gain 2, so it's a +1. Math. I might be wrong. I don't know.
Because I'm about to say with Prosperity, you only get,
You only get 1 card.
and you banish 6. But I mean, you get to see what you banish. Extravagance, you don't see what you banish. But
what's
what
the
is
next
it?
issue?
What is an extra deck for Flowandereeze?
Right. And another thing I've heard people say, which I kind of agree with, is like with Prosperity, they see what you get, they can prepare for that.
Yeah.
With Extrav, they don't know what you have, so really it's a lot better. They can't prepare for what they don't know. Exactly.
So I prefer Extravagance over Prosperity and Flowandereeze. But that's my preference. Then the last 3 cards, and this is Colton's idea, and I even told Colton after. Now I've only been hands on with this deck for a week and a half.
It's the Eldritch in me.
It really is, and I told him the deck needs more protection. It needs that defensive part of the deck, and.
Yes.
The Solemn Strike stops the Ash, and this is you're gonna go first. Like if you game 2, if you know you're going first, you can side one of these out or side all 3 and side in your 3 judgments or any other 3-0s that you have in your side deck?
Can I tell the story about yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're putting this deck together, and he put down torrential tributes on the table, and I was like, "Why do we need tribute?" And he was like, "Well, when my stuff gets ashed, it gives me a follow up," which is correct. But I was like, "Why don't you just play strike and negate the ash and keep playing?" Oh,
Yep.
good stuff.
Exactly. So, and Strike actually put in some work today.
Nice, I'm glad it did. I'm a huge Solemn Strike fan. That's actually the same set of Solemn Strikes that have been in every video I've ever made with Eldritch.
Yeah, the ones that I always lose to, too.
There's like a whole saga of duels on the channel where you just lose to Strike every time.
It really is.
Hmm.
And to go on to the extra deck. What is an extra deck?
I mean, it's actually a pretty lit extra deck.
It is. It really is.
So we've got...
Let's see. Make sure I got this in the order that yes.
Exactly.
So start off with Omega. I actually use Omega. And to be honest, if I was not playing the Dogmatica package, the extra deck would be a lot different. But since I am playing the Dogmatica, Omega actually was used. I actually used it to put back. I used it to put back a Nadir Servant, I think. But I use Omega to put something back. But you definitely need Omega, especially when you're going against the invoked Shadal or invoke Dogmatica and they play Maximus. You can send Omega. Got the 2 Entis. One for your Nadir Servant, the other for your punishment if you need it. Nothing too fancy there. The good package.
Christmas package.
The Christmas package. I wasn't going to say the Christmas package. I was going to come up with my own.
Spam Santa's in the comment section.
And I know playing the Cyber End Dragon is good. I really thought about it after you had said something about it.
I just thought it was funny.
I mean, it's good because it's a 4,000 attack, 4,000 defense. Just a straight beefy beat stick. But Mechaba is an Omni Negate. And can't you... It's still treated as a... you can still use the effect of Mechaba.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
So it becomes
It's
an
a
Omni Negate.
Yeah.
So
Well, you can still discard. You got discard the type. Yeah.
So
Dude, it's been a long time since I've played with Mechaba.
Link Karibo, just there just in case. Got Bear Blossom and Shurik. I've actually used both of these today with Nadir Servant. I used Bear Blossom to try to reset my hand. Actually helped out. I used Shurik to actually grab a Robin, and that started the combo. So I definitely wouldn't change anything. If anything, I would probably play one more Shurik, just because the Shurik is a searcher, and it gets the combo going. So if you open up Nadir Servant and you send Shurik, or say if you Pot of Extravagance and one of your Shurik gets banished, that's your only one. So I probably find some space for a second Shurik. For access code package, you got Win, and then access code. Shout out to Colton for helping me get the gold rare. The gold rare looks very clean.
You want a candid part of the video?
Huh?
Something candid that has nothing to do with the video, that it'll just be immortalized on YouTube forever?
Oh God! What?
Jason just sent me here's the exact conversation. Damn it. I said, what? He said, I bought droplets. And then I said, damn it. And that's the whole of our conversation. So Jason just bought droplets.
God.
And now when Jason watches this video, he's going to know exactly when we recorded this video.
For the Zeus package, Assembled Nightmare.
Nightingale.
Oh, Nightingale. Excuse me.
She's bae.
Downard, and then Zeus. No, I really never went into the extra deck. There was one time where I could have went into Zeus, but it was not the good play. It was not the play to go, and I'm trying to be a much better player.
The option's there, though.
The option
At least
is,
you saw the option and decided it wasn't optimal.
like, it was definitely there, but the Zeus pack is just in case. And then for the last two cards, these are more prone for a card that's in the side deck. You got Despia Cordis and then DPE himself.
Shout outs to Define Phoenix and Enforcer.
Yes. I will.
Can we talk about how they look like the same card?
They really do.
Yo, somebody's been sleeping around. Somebody got the same mama. Yeah.
It focuses when it wants to.
That's fair. I really am so glad I picked that freaking card up.
That's it for the extra.
Alright, so this part's going to be a surprise for me because I never got to see your full side deck.
Oh, really?
Because I went to bed.
Oh, yeah. Dark Samork.
Okay. Nerd moment. I love Dark Samork.
I do too.
I have loved Dark Samork since 2000 whenever it came out.
I love Dark Samork. I used to play it in Frog Monarch.
Oh, man. Where's my pink deck box?
This one?
Yeah,
There's nothing in it.
where's the secret Samork?
You mean this secret Samork?
Yeah, let's show off the secret Stardust Overdrive Samork. Yes, queen. Look at him.
Never sided in Samorg. There wasn't really any back row heavy decks.
You can play that turn 0 against Eldritch, though, and they might as well pick up their 30 trap cards and play game 2.
Really. I actually did that on DB. I actually did that on DB against the Eldritch player, and he literally just scooped.
I mean, when Eldritch is playing 30 to 35 traps, and you play some more turn 0, like, I don't understand. You should have bought him dinner before you just went in there and fucked him like that. I can't believe you just did that to them. That's really cool.
2D Shifter was going to side him in, but decided not to. So I'll probably end up taking Shifter out. Shifter's good. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's.
I just
really
feel like
good.
there's decisions to be made. You either play Shifter or play Dogmatica. So if
Yeah.
you're really on the Dogmatica plane, you just don't play the Shifter.
Like, I feel
You
like
can always play DD Ground.
I'll probably do that.
Yeah, DD Ground is solid as a trap.
Now the next cards that goes with the DPE and a Cordis, like I said before, is the 3
Cherries.
Winter Cherries. Sided them in, didn't get to see it,
The
didn't
ghost
get
girl
to
no one talks about.
didn't get to use it. But in theory and on paper, it's there. It's definitely there.
I like because you also play like other targets for it, like Zeus. You can hit Zeus.
Yeah, like it's not just for the DPE.
You can tune it to your meta.
You really can. Like, honestly, I feel like that's what you can do with the extra deck. Like, the main cards that are important in the extra deck,
It's like
the Zeus package, your Entis, and your Bear Blossom and your Shurik, and Omega. Everything else can
be just cherry targets if you want them to be.
So,
because I mean, what if you like? So you're playing against Tri Brigade. You reveal cherries, call Shurik, and it banishes all 3 of their Shuriks. And then what do they do?
to be honest, I would probably do, since you already do the Shurik, and I'm probably gonna bump it up to 2. I'll probably do. You can do a Shurik, the Bear Blossom, and you can do the other Link too, the new one.
Oh yeah, Bear Brom.
Yeah, Bear Brom. You can do Bear Brom because Bear Brom actually lets them get Revolt from the deck.
Yeah. And then like, what's another good deck? You could the bird deck. You can play Sterling and Assembled Nightingale and stuff, and you can play their rank 4, the new one. Or it's a rank 1.
And honestly, if you want to, you can even cherries the Makaba against the invoked.
Yeah.
Shadal invoked Dogmatica.
Because like they're not gonna max this as you game 2.
No.
They're not gonna max this as you game 2.
No. Especially.
Unless they just want to die, like, which, they're playing invoked, but
to continue on, got 3 Dark Ruler. Never sided it. No, I did side it, but didn't get to see it. 3 Lightning Storm.
Did that perform at all today?
No, never sided it. And then to finish off, 3 Judgment. And the 3 Judgment is like the only card that I really sided.
When you know you're going first.
Like, these were the main cards that I sided, were the Judgments and Cherries. But that's it for the deck profile. There was a lot of explanation going on in the video. Didn't mean for it to be over 30 minutes. So
well, yeah, but just
Flowandereeze is a very technical deck.
A sign of things to come. Get in there, Neptune. Yeah,
Cole's working on.
I'm working on it. It's gonna be a thing.
So, with that being said, Dre and Colton out, and as always, peace.